The United States National Security Strategy and the Road to the United States of the Americas. That's what we're going to talk about this week on Milkshakes, Markets, and Madness. So it was a fairly quiet week in the overall financial markets. We'll cover those at the end of this. We'll go over some charts. But for me, the news that kind of dominated the week was the release of the United States National Security Strategy for 2025. And there's been various takes on this document, but regardless of what your take on it is, I think it is without question a very important document. And so for those who are not aware of it or have not already seen it, I thought what we would do today is kind of go through and summarize what it said and talk about why it's important. Now, interestingly, we have discussed this topic several times on this show this year. And so while it is somewhat repetitive, part of the reason we're repeating it is because we think it is important and we think it bears further scrutiny and consistent scrutiny. And part of the reason, again, something that we have talked about several times, is that we think we are now in an environment where politics and power and national security and national interest trumps, pardon the pun, normal economic analysis. In other words, some projects that may not pencil out on a spreadsheet from an economic perspective may happen anyway. And projects that pencil out on a spreadsheet may not be successful due to power dynamics and geopolitical alignments and that type of stuff. So we just, as investors, we don't think it is possible to ignore the broader geopolitical, let's just call it alignments and factors as perhaps it was 10, 20,